It is really hard to get your first job in any industry, but maybe even more so in tech. There are a lot of, scams, there's a lot of gatekeeping and all sorts of other things that you have to navigate. So today I thought that I would give you some helpful information to help you find your first job in tech. So the first thing I always tell people is to get involved. Join communities, join groups, network with other people. You'll find people through boot camps, jobs that you have already, just tech events or anything else that might allow you to meet people. There are also user groups that are kind of smaller groups that meet maybe monthly, quarterly, stuff like that. You can find those for pretty much any technology you're interested in. I actually run a couple of them, but the one that I run mostly is Docker, and those meetups may have 10 people or so. They have access to me personally to ask questions or just connect as well. And I always try to answer all questions as quickly as I can. But sometimes, I'm not always available. So it's really good to have learners connect to each other as well. Also, keep in touch with people. I still talk to people that I haven't worked with in 10 years. I check in, occasionally. The holidays are a great time. Sorry, this is coming out after the holidays, but just message people on LinkedIn or Twitter or whatever, if Twitter still exists by the time this comes out. This is a really good way to build your professional network. Keeping in touch with pretty much everyone who has ever supported you at any job is really a great way to evolve and get your first job. Not only your first job, but you never know where people will end up in the future. Someone who was a co-worker could be, an owner of a company and have jobs available. So always keep in touch. Again, join tech communities. Most technologies have either a Slack or Discord. You can join to study with people, to ask questions, and meet other people who are struggling with the same things as you are. You should also find mentors. Yes, plural. Multiple mentors. Everyone should have more than one, because when you only have one, I feel like the tendency is to try to become that person, but we're all individuals. So you should have a group of people who inspire you and help you cultivate your own path and influence you, open your mind, expand your horizons, and definitely find mentors who are diverse. Find mentors who are not exactly like you. This will really help you to expand your horizons. Tech is very diverse, and if you are only accustomed to working with one type of person, you might have a bit of a rude awakening when you find your first job. But mentors, you can meet them through user groups and communities and all of that. But the way that I met mine was largely through promoting their work on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. People will notice if you support them. And then people who are in a position to help you and kind of guide your career will see this and will slide right into your DMs or, messages. and stuff like that. And honestly, always ask a person if they are willing to be your mentor. If you don't ask, how are you ever going to get a mentor? And honestly, the worst thing that they can say is no. So it's not terrible. Also, do not pay for a mentor. If you are trying to get into tech, there are a lot of scams. People prey on people that have hope. And when you are starting in tech, there are a lot of these mentor programs that, charge $100 an hour or something ridiculous that you can't afford because you haven't had a job yet. So find people in communities who will help you for free. And my last thing that I will say is that you need to work with a reputable recruiter. Working with recruiters is the worst, I will tell you, because to them, you aren't a person, you're a paycheck, you're a commission, and they will not listen to you. A lot of the times they're too salesy. Avoid people who tell you to lower your salary requirements, and people who don't listen to you or send you on interviews that you're in no way interested in. These companies are toxic. And probably also stay away from really large recruitment agencies as well. I've never had any luck with any of those. So you want to look for maybe a person who owns a small agency. Maybe they have, 2 people, maybe 10 tops, and they don't have as many clients. So they'll be able to talk to you more, get to know you as a person, help you skill up, give you advice, all of this. These are the people that I have had success with, and I highly recommend, a smaller agency if you need it. So once you have a job in tech, that's amazing. As you go throughout your career, continue to grow your professional network. What's going to happen eventually is that you won't have to look for jobs. And when that happens, you have done everything right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.